Happy Saturday, Sainers. Welcome to the pre-game video. It's round 2. We're playing the Doggies, Marvel Stadium. It's an away game, but it's still at Marvel, where we saw a very impressive win last week. So we're all in good vibes. I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I've got my coffee. The sun's out. I'm going to go for a walk now and just prep for the game and just calm the nerves, because the Doggies, they got done last week, so they're going to be very angry. They're going to come out and you're going to expect them to bring their best. So they've got a very, very good midfield, is well documented, one of the best in the competition. But I think the one area that I think we can exploit the most, and it's great to have a coach like Ross Lyon back, who actually had a very good record against the Doggies. And even in, those periods in sort of 07 to 2010, the Dogs were very similar. Very good midfield, kicked a lot of goals, but anytime they played against a Ross Lyon team, couldn't do it. We negated that completely and would always win. We rarely lost to the Dogs under Ross, so hopefully that continues tonight. But I think that if we bring that effort from last week, we bring that sort of relentless pressure, that second, third, fourth effort type football, that'll put them off a little bit. I don't think the Doggies like the pressure that much. They like it when it's open. They like it when it's uncontested. They can play their game. They can play their possession football, chip it around. But I think the more physical teams will exploit them because they don't want to run back. They're very one way for me. They're not the greatest defensive team. I think they rely pretty heavily on their midfield numbers, and then the other team not playing their best. So they are a very good team. So even if we do play our best, we could well lose. But I still am pretty confident that if we bring that sort of heat that we brought last week, that'll put them off enough to give us a chance. Because if the game's open and uncontested, you'd think the Doggies are just going to clean us up there and take the chocolates. But if we bring that effort, bring that focus, that defensive ferocity or whatever the word is, we're going to be in it, because our backline stood up last week against a pretty big team. And tonight we face the same sort of prospect. We've got Norton to deal with, Darcy, Ugelhagen. Thankfully, Josh Bruce isn't playing. Liam Jones I think he's playing, but under a bit of an injury cloud. And then no Treloar as well. So, and no Cody Waitman for another couple of weeks for the Doggies, and he's a very good player. So they're missing a few. They've still obviously got the Bond. They've got McRae. They've got a very good midfield. Bailey Smith running around. Bailey Dale down in defence. So there's going to be a lot of players there that can hurt us, but I think that if we play it smart, we play it effective, we're in with a shout. And I think the one thing that will just take us to that little bit of a next level of potentially upsetting the Doggies tonight is our forwards just taking some more chances. Because last week we did rely pretty heavily on those sort of one-off opportunistic goals. Mason Wood, Filippo, a couple of our mids going forward and kicking goals like Gresh. But we need Higo and we need Butler to stand up big time in this one. They combined, I think, for one goal last week, and that was the first goal of the game that Higo got pretty luckily out the back. We need them to be roving, pressuring, and challenging the Doggies' defence every opportunity they get, because Caminiti's going to compete. We know that. Cordy's going to compete. We know that. There's going to be a lot of chances for them to rove, to keep the ball locked into the forward 50. And to be honest, the less time the Doggies have the ball, the bigger chance we have, because if the Doggies have got the ball, they're going to try and hurt us. So feeling good. Vibes are good after last week, which is really nice. And hopefully we'll get a decent crowd. It's a Doggies home game, but hopefully a lot of Sainers turn up anyway. It's a good Saturday night fixture, and we love Saturday nights. A chance to go 2-0. So let's do it, Sainers. Get to the game, cheer the boys on. Let's try and make it 2-0 and beat the Doggies tonight. Let's go. Go, you mighty Sainers. See you guys.